Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. Okay, Libra. Ooh, Ten of Swords. Okay, you're going back and forth with this, Libra. Maybe you want to seek an apology, or you want to give an apology to someone. There's a conflict here that happened, and you're growing anxious about it. Okay. You feel that you might not be able to recover from this anxiety or whatever has caused you this loss and regrets. For now, you're clueless as to how you're going to resolve this, Libra. Well, the advice of this card is let it pass. Do not be in a rush to resolve this, because some of this will be resolved on their own, and some the solutions will just arrive, insights will arrive, and then you'll be able to resolve some of this. Okay, so it takes time. You cannot rush things. Take it easy, Libra. King of Arrows, reversed. Okay. So someone disappointed you here, Libra. Actually, there are other disappointments here, but there's this particular person or incident that really caused you to become cloud your judgment. You're a rational thinker, Libra, but somehow this incident or this person or incident involving this person has caused that major blockage in you, making you irrational or not able to think straight, think of sound solutions to overcome this anxiety or disappointment here. Okay, whoever this is, Libra, it says, wow, okay, this person, I think this, okay, this incident or this person, for now, this person may not be receptive for now. If you want to apologize, this person won't be receptive. In fact, this person is turning away from you. The person is going to ignore you or is ignoring you, because this person is also hurt by if you did something or said something to them. Then I think you hurt this person. That's why this person is turning their back on you. But maybe just give it time, and then person will return and hear you out if you want to give your apology, or if you are the one who wants apology from this person. Know that this person is also thinking like you, and they're going to realize that this situation should be resolved. Okay, so just give it time. Just give it time. I could still sense the energy here, which means that even though this person has turned their back on you, their energy is still lingering. They're not totally gone. So I think they're going to return. for an apology, or to hear you out, and for a second chance if you want a second chance. Somehow trust is broken here. There's broken trust here. So I think that is your next agenda, how to rebuild that trust. Okay, but for now, give it time, Libra. So Scorpio, the Hierophant reversed. Okay. Broken promises or non-commitment. So yeah, this is going to be a problem for you, Scorpio. You or the other person is, expecting loyalty, expecting commitment, but there's an imbalance here in that there's no mutual give and take of commitment or loyalty, or promises are broken. You're not on the same page when it comes to those things. Okay. Okay, somebody's also warding off the possibility of codependency here. But for some, it is because the other person doesn't see their wanting to be with you or wanting to be together to be a sign of codependency. Maybe the other person, if either you or the other person, puts premium on their independence, and they don't want to lose that independence in this relationship. That's why there's some sort of a dodging here of commitment, because they're equating the commitment to codependency, but in fact it is not. It's just it's just being in a relationship. It really depends on you if you're going to be, if you're going to create codependency in that relationship. But when you're in a relationship, it doesn't mean you're codependent. Yeah, so there's a difference in beliefs here, or on how to handle a relationship, on how to even label the relationship. So there's a sort of an imbalance. Let's pull another card for Scorpio. The Guardian. Okay. This is scary, this scary picture, which also represents one's emotion, or one's feeling, or one's view about the relationship. Maybe somebody's scared about the relationship, the outcome, or how the relationship might turn out. So it could be there has an implication of being reminiscent of the past, maybe past incidences or past events are affecting how the other person is viewing the relationship. There will be, like skeletons in the closet that want to come out, while the other person is processing this relationship. Okay. Fears, a lot of fears here. Fears of the unknown, fears from past relationships, fears from past events that are getting in the way of this relationship, or how the other person is viewing this relationship as they have this feeling that this is going to be toxic. They're like over analyzing things, or they are preempting the relationship, and they're branding it as codependent. It's going to take away their independence. It's going to make them follow rules which they don't like. Yeah. So I don't want to leave this in a negative note. Let's pull another card for Scorpio. The other person is quite stuck with their fears here. Okay. And they're processing this alone. They're not, asking help from anyone or advice from anyone. Let's see. Four of Vessels. Reverse boredom. Of course, there needs to be a communication, Scorpio, so that these things will be put down on the table, discussed, and clarified. And to dispel this fear. And both of you have to be cooperative in this, because this card says here that one is refusing to cooperate. So I think that is the challenge here, how to make the parties cooperate to resolve this, to dispel this fear, to clarify things, to be on the same page. Okay. Next card is Sagittarius. Sagittarius, the Star reversed. Okay. Sagittarius, you're not seeing things clearly. There is also doubt here about your relationship. You don't see how to move forward, or how to leave this relationship without being, scarred or burned or wounded. You want to sever ties with someone, but you want to cut it clean. You don't want drama, or you don't want the other person to put you in bad light when you do this cutting, when you do this separation, because you want to separate. You want to separate yourself from this situation. This is on your own volition. Maybe you feel that the relationship is not working for you anymore. That's why you want to get out of the situation. Remove yourself from this situation. Let's pull another card for Sagittarius. Okay, you need to ask help. Okay, when you do this, you need to ask help. So that, okay, let's see here. Queen of Bows. Upright. The hair. I feel that even though this is a hair, you're really making calculated moves here with eagle eyes. You're trying to see which solution is the best to take, because maybe the separation has too much at stake here. You just cannot leave, you see. You need to consider many things before you do this, before you sever your ties with whoever. But you are making calculated risks here. It's also good, but the disadvantage or the drawback here is that when you overanalyze things, it's going to immobilize you, or the execution of your plan will be quite slow. See, so you need to act fast also, because time is of essence here. There's a time factor here that you also need to, synchronize your timing, act a little faster. Do not take your time, analyzing and considering a lot of things, because you cannot, keep things in order all the time. There has got to be some sacrifice here. There has got to be some, discord here. When there is separation, there's going to be some drama here. You cannot avoid that. Capricorn, the Hermit reversed. Capricorn, you need to make the decision now before things become late. But okay, the situation is already messy. Okay, you cannot undo the mess that other people created. Do not also take responsibility for other people's mistake. If somebody wants to apologize, I think you're conflicted here whether you're going to accept the apology or not, because you feel that if you accept the apology, then it could be construed as everything's okay. You're going to stay. But of course, Capricorn, that is not the case. It is okay to hear out the other person, to accept their apology, but that's just it. You can still move on, move forward, sever the ties if you want to sever the ties, because I think you know what is at stake here if your relationship continues. Okay, now your relationship is a classic codependent relationship, because you're allowing yourself to to be reeled in this codependent relationship. This is not what you want. This is not what you expected from this relationship, but because the other person thought that they can do whatever and you're not going to complain, that's why things escalated between the two of you. But now I think you learned your lesson, even though your tendency here is to have regrets. But you need to put things in perspective and put things behind you. And just be firm with your decision, Capricorn. So let's pull another card for Capricorn. card says that trust that you are on the right path. Trust that what you are doing is for your own good. And it is actually for the best of everyone, even for that partner who may be, you know, doing things that you are not approving of. So this will also serve them, because it's going to be a lesson for them also. Capricorn. Queen of Vessels. Okay, you're going to come out of this situation. And you will be, you know, happy. You will be happy. And here, you are anxious of how you're going to cut the ties. You're also anxious if, you know, the memories that you built, how they're going to play out for you, or how they're going to be, you know, compartmentalized in the past. But once you do this, see, aside from you being able to successfully come out of this, all those memories will be, you know, banished. It's like they never happened. So you can start fresh, you can start new. And I think you might want to be single for a while. You won't be jumping into another relationship. Maybe in the past that's how you do it. You jump into another relationship so that it will help you recover. But this time, you feel that you are better off single.